voilà, quand on arrive là pour nous, Topik conversation. Par exemple, premier tour plus bonheur, nous pouvons introduire avec un comédien qui est venu all the way par l'Angleterre, in travel, bon, à peu près 24 heures de temps, in travel, pour venir ici, Cécile, pour venir faire son performance aujourd'hui soir et demain, des performances, la comédie, est-ce qu'il ou Mazin Maleta, quand il y a un théâtre, un show, Simon ou une bonne qui apprécie ça bon moment et aujourd'hui, nous donnons et demain sa possibilité pour faire all over again, par un petit peu nostalgique pour les autres, entrer de ça les monde, côté la comédie, rier, gagner bon l'état pour se passer avec la famille et les amis. Et voilà, quand aujourd'hui, vous pourrez toujours avec sa comédienne. Ça, c'est pas l'autre qui est Daliso. I have to take a pause and say your family name. Chaponda.
This is correct.
This is correct. Mesdames et messieurs, mon grand plaisir. Daliso in the house this morning.
Hello. My pleasure being here.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
24 hours of traveling?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy.
But that's my job. The truth is, I love the comedy.
Okay.
I would do the comedy for free.
Okay.
The only reason people pay me is because I have to travel, because I have to write. It's all the hassle, that's the bit. But the actual performance is a delight.
But at the end of the day, you got to make some money.
You got to make some money. So today is why I do it. So it's wonderful.
Do you work hard for the money? I assume yes. So on this note, we're a little bit nosy here on the morning show. So we're going to start off with, I'm not going to even introduce Kurt.
Okay.
Kurt, bonjour.
Oh, bonjour, Sylvie.
Comment ça va?
Bon, okay. Tu peux fatiguer.
I told him to stay outside, and he didn't want to stay outside. He's like, I have to go.
Now, let's just roll because we know how we do it. We just roll, get it out of the way, and yeah.
Organisateur.
We have a long day, actually. Yeah?
Oui, je comprends.
Yeah.
Organisateur, comique, variété comique.
Variété comique de Daliso Life in Seychelles.
Okay, après la vie koto. Daliso.
Yes.
First of all, let me get back to you. Tea, coffee, or water? How do you start your morning?
I'm coffee.
You're a coffee person?
Yes, I'm a coffee person, and strong coffee.
Oh, so Carol did good.
Yes.
Sugar, milk?
Sugar, milk, and so much coffee that it's like shocks me awake.
Shocks you back into life every morning.
Yes, because I'd rather sleep all morning.
Really?
No, because I have a comedian's schedule, which is you sleep at like 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh, gosh.
And so if you've got to wake up at this time, this is normal time for other people, but for me, this is like waking
So we can say you're a night person?
Entirely night person.
Entirely night person. So your day starts about what time?
Usually around 11, 12.
Oh, well, Lordy. That's half the day already gone. It's a good thing. Well, anyway, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, is it? It's life.
It's life.
How long are you going to keep up with that?
No, comedians, bartenders, dancers, we all have the night schedule.
Yes. Okay. All right, fair enough. Good. Dite café de l'eau, qui met comment sur la journée, quelle heure commence la journée?
On commence avec JT. Moi, quoi, je dis que ça procède, moi commence JT. Ça va qui commence kick off moi des moi un petit peu de tea kind. Yeah.
OK, tout est back là Tite?
Non, vous devez tirer les affaires. Non. Non, mais fini à comment le slip bien trempé là-dedans pour forcer des minutes après moi tirer.
Dis-le d'ici.
Dis comment d'ici, il y a moi mettre un couillère d'ici à cause du cut down on the sugar. Pour me petit dire qu'on a
après on pas oublier là c'est entre que.
Exactement, bien
comme ça. Un petit peu au body.
Yeah, bien même.
All right. OK. Quelle heure lever que?
Là,
on est une cause là, obviously différent.
Yeah, il est différent par les 5h30, par les 6h30. Latest 6h30, mon peut lever.
À cause de cela, il n'a pas eu travail.
Yes.
The lucky few. He stays really close to his workplace. So
yes. But still, what comedian works up at 6:30?
I'm a one that will have kids.
That's the difference.
He's a daddy.
That's the difference.
No one with kids.
It doesn't matter when you want to wake up. You wake up when the first kid wakes up.
Yeah, sometimes much earlier, The one with kids, we tend to wake up early.
Okay, so Daliso, you got children as well?
I have 0 children.
0 children?
Yes.
Any plans for the future?
I'm not planning children. I have my brothers, I have 9 nieces and nephews. I feel they've represented for the Chaponda bloodline.
Chaponda forever.
Yes, exactly.
So you're good?
I'm good. I'm good. My parents have stopped bothering me because they've got 9 distractions.
How did you handle that? Because in Seychelles, you know, coming from Africa, but a small island, we do have parents who put a lot of pressure on their children. Like, oh, when are the grandchildren coming? How did you handle that from your side?
Well, again, there was a lot of pressure, and
Yes.
every girlfriend I had, they would get excited, and then they'd
Oh.
be like, "Not this one." And then they get excited, and then I think they started getting lots of nieces and nephews from my other brothers, and then they're like, "Okay, forget this one. We've got
We'll concentrate on good ones."
We'll concentrate on the good ones.
Now, let's talk a little bit childhood. Born and raised.
Grew up everywhere because we
Everywhere?
were refugees.
Okay.
So when I was born, my parents fled Malawi
Okay.
because there was a dictator, Kamuzu Banda. So my first few years, we were moving because we were refugees.
Yes.
Then my dad joined the UN.
Okay.
And then we were moving because of that. So I grew up in 14 different countries. I'm a bit of this, a bit of this, a bit of
Okay.
that. My radio show is even called Citizen of Nowhere because I'm like a carpet,
Yeah.
you know, with a patch of this
Yeah.
culture, a patch of Thailand, a patch of Malawi, a patch of Swaziland, a patch of Austria,
Yeah.
all sewed together to this.
But in a way, it has made you who you are today,
Yes,
doesn't
it's
it?
why I'm a.
You're rich in
It's
culture.
why I'm a comedian. It's like I've always been the outsider.
Yeah.
So you see strange things in cultures which people consider normal. You see how people are different and the same.
You
and
see the
that's
humor in life.
100%.
Do you laugh at every situation? Because a lot of people tend to say, with comedians, everything is funny, but is it true?
Everything is funny.
Everything
for
is
me.
funny.
Like I see the funny in everything.
Okay.
If you invite me to your funeral, I will make a joke. Like this is my problem. I see it everywhere.
So
right?
you're one of those people we don't bring to the funeral.
Exactly. It's hard for like if you are my girlfriend, I am making fun of you. Do you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
if you are my father going through a hard time, I make a joke. I see the jokes everywhere, but
Yeah.
for me, it's like a celebration, and it's also how we cope with things. When things
Yes.
are terrible,
Yeah.
you laugh. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Laugh it off.
You laugh it off.
Interesting. All right. So moving, as you said, and of course, as you say, you've got the opportunity to visit all these different countries and meet these different people, learn their cultures, and surely, it's a how can I even say a Bible of knowledge, isn't it?
Yes, it's all sorts of things.
It's all sorts of things. Now, does that influence your comedy, your skits?
Yes, it does.
It
Because
does?
everything, all the places I go to become part of my comedy.
Okay.
And it's whatever. So I talk about schooling in South Africa. I
Okay.
talk about the crazy cultures I saw in Thailand, the crazy things I saw in Malaysia, getting in trouble in Dubai. I talk about absolutely everything. And I find that means that I can be watched by anybody.
I'm surprised you say you got trouble in Dubai and not Thailand.
Oh, no. Well, it's the jokes I told.
Okay. Okay. We don't want to know what you did in Thailand.
Yes.
We're just going to keep safe from that one. Now, coming to the UK,
Yes.
how was that for you?
That was great. I mean, I moved there. That was the first time I moved for a career reason.
Okay.
So I'd been growing up all over the place. Then I became a comedian in Canada,
Yes.
and then I was kicked out of Canada because I did a show called "Don't Let Them Deport Me." It didn't work.
Clearly, they took it to heart.
Yes, exactly. So I left, and then I was in Malawi for.
Because Kurt is sweating right now.
No, I was.
Now,
in,
like he's thinking, "Oh my God, what the hell was I thinking when I thought of bringing him in? Are you going to do a skit like don't deport me from Seychelles?" Or
I
something?
live here now. People don't know I'm a squatter now. Like literally.
Okay.
Why would I go back to cold, miserable England? Like, I'm Seychelles now, I'm sorry. You didn't know what was
too late.
happening.
It's too late
You're
for
stuck
us.
with me. I'm like, the relative who shows up at Christmas and doesn't go.
Yes, sleeping on the couch.
Yes.
So
But
the UK, yes.
UK, I moved there because I went back to Malawi after university, and there was no comedy there. And I was just like, what do I do, And I had a brother who lived in England, so
Are
I
you
went.
scared of the challenge?
No. If I was based in Malawi, I would be a businessman, not
Okay.
a comedian,
All
because
right.
there were no comedy shows, so I'd be creating it.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be an artist. It's a different thing to be a producer.
Yes.
And so I went to England where I could be an artist.
Okay.
And it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful.
How does the family view this? Because this is clearly your job, and you're not just doing a job, you're living your passion.
Yes, for a long time, I was the shame of the family. They were horrified. There was an intervention when I decided that I wanted to be a comedian, they all rang me and sat around me like I was on drugs.
Okay.
And tried to convince me out of it. They had a failed artist uncle of mine ring me and tell me about how bad his life was, right? Poor guy, I don't know how they got him to ring me, you know what I mean? Were they like, oh, you know how you're a failure, please tell Daliso, right? It was terrible, and it was years of them every time I was struggling at the beginning, and so every time you're having trouble paying rent and you need help, they're like, you see, you should never have done this, what are you doing? And it's not too late to give up, but they don't understand. I love being an artist. I love comedy. So I just kept doing it. And now that I'm a success, they're changing the facts. Now my dad's
They're
like, I
calling you
was
now."
always encouraging him. And I'm like, what? What version of reality is this? He almost gave up, but I told him, you can do it. What? That's not how it happened. But still, I love that they're so proud. So now, like my dad and my mom, they have on their iPads my shows.
Oh.
And if they meet anybody who has not watched it,
There you go.
watch my son, watch. So it's lovely. They're now really proud.
So, of course, you say coming from a family of how many siblings do you have?
So I have 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
Yes.
So there's only boys.
All 3 brothers, boys, overachievers. Like one went to Harvard, one is a infectious diseases doctor. One is they're like all top of the game. So it was a lot of pressure. And this is why I was the shame of the family. They were
Guess
like,
who's laughing now?
Yes, exactly, exactly. It's even funnier because now when they're going through airports,
Yes.
right, my super intelligent economist brother, people see his name and say, oh, do you know the comedian? So I'm like, I'm stalking you guys now.
All right, so deciding to come to the Seychelles.
Yes.
Obviously, Kurt's got something to do with that. Kurt, MTP, I'm going to switch to Creole, sorry about that.
No, I
Kurt,
understand.
MTP, ou dans la comédie, si t'as beaucoup l'honneur et ou nen qui peut continuellement pousser pour la comédie quand ils sont place, encore une fois, dans la société. Qui moyen de commencer ça? Côté sa vision, côté ça, pour dire, OK, moi, je vais faire Daliso venir, ça a beaucoup qui m'ont vivre de Saint-Cécile.
OK, nous comptons très bien pour dire Covid, nous avons pas
Oui.
performé depuis 2019.
OK.
So, là, nous avons fait come back le stage avec Vaite Comic Day pour 10 ans. Nous avons fait ça premier.
Oui.
Nous avons dit comment nous sommes capables de bring it a step further.
OK.
So, nous avons posé SNYC pour dire on fait une compétition pour donner maman ça pour passer par l'expérience. Ça, c'est nous.
Oui.
But nous dit how can we go further and people go encore. Et
Ils commencent à think big là,
yeah,
comme
they come think big. Après, charge GB on who have venir stand up comedian. So the list was long, so had to narrow it down.
Well, you're lucky, Daliso. The list is long. I get you.
Yeah.
I get it from what he's saying. You
Yeah,
got
you
that part.
gotta go looking.
You
You
got
gotta
that
go
part.
looking.
Okay.
The list was long, the budget was
How
low.
long?
Very long.
Ah, okay.
Very long, but the budget was low.
They were thinking big.
He's not cheap though.
I
He's not cheap though.
was about to say that.
Yeah.
He's kind of.
Yeah.
No, but I think you'll find that even if the budget is low, Seychelles brings down the price.
Yeah.
Because if you contact a comedian and they're like, oh, this is my price, but you get to come to Seychelles,
Seychelles,
you
yeah.
got to, your girlfriend will be very happy.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're like, okay, yes, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it for nothing.
Yeah.
For peanuts.
There you go. You see,
Okay.
it was affordable, and we told him about.
Thank you for being affordable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and we told him what was our goal about giving the youth the experience to experience someone on his status as well as a professional. And he gladly say, yeah, let's do this, let's make it happen. He gave his agent the go ahead, and we started negotiating, and here we are, as you could say.
So basically, you're also doing workshops as well. when
Yes,
you're
I'm
here.
doing workshops. In fact, after this, we're going. So we did one already for young people,
Okay.
so students, CPA students.
Yeah.
And then today it's for older, more sort of established,
Mature students.
and people who are already comedians, just kind of getting to the next level.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you are showcasing in the workshops, teaching?
So the one for the kids was all about creativity and
Yeah.
curiosity and that sort of nurturing the spark.
Yes.
While for the more developed people today, it's more about editing and shaping it
Yeah.
and getting to the next level.
Okay. So let me just ask a question. I like how you brought curiosity, exploring, and
Yeah.
to a certain extent, do you still have to remain a child?
You have to, because that's every day you have to fill your head with the stuff is going to come out with your
Okay.
comedy. So you need experiences. You need to read everything. I'm reading the news. I'm finding out local slang. I'm finding out all of the things people are obsessed with.
Wait, did they teach you the bad words?
They
You're
told
not
me
to-
very.
you
I won't
can't
say
any
them. I
bad
won't
words
say
on
them, but I
television.
know them now.
I'll get
I know
fired,
them. I know them
please.
now,
Yeah.
right? And then literally, I bring things on. And it's wonderful though, because you always have to be like a vacuum,
Yeah.
sucking in knowledge and sucking in
Like
experiences.
SpongeBob.
Like SpongeBob, yes. And so I am a life sponge, and then I transform it, and then I bring out the comedy.
But Daliso, where do you say, okay, that I need to draw the line, that is just going overboard? Or are you always tempted to just play with that line?
Oh
that
no, I
imaginary
cross
line?
the line.
Oh, you cross the
No,
line?
I cross the line before I get to stage. So
Oh.
I try it on everyone. So I'll be talking to him. I'll be
Okay.
talking to whoever's driving us around. I'll be talking to all the locals, trying out stuff. And then by the time it gets to the stage, I've already said, okay, that's too much.
Okay.
That's okay. Because every country has got different things that they find acceptable
Yeah.
and not acceptable.
Okay. Did you find it hard for Seychelles?
No, Seychelles is pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. People,
filtering for
people will laugh
Seychelles.
at most things. There's some people who are like, oh, I don't know if that's okay. But then you'll talk to someone else and it's fine. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I think here it's pretty much like, it's not got the taboos like some places.
Okay. All right. Are you allowed to just like give a little snippet of what we're expecting for tonight? And
Little
tomorrow?
taste, you want a joke?
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a joke. This isn't a joke from today.
Okay.
Right, but this is just one of my jokes which
Okay.
people love. I used to clean houses.
Yeah.
I was tempted to steal, but I didn't, because the Bible says, thou shalt not steal, but nowhere does it say, thou shalt not swap.
Did you stop something?
Yes, so I'd just take a stereo and I'd leave a Walkman. I'd take a television, I'd leave a newspaper.
You know how they say the law is up for interpretation, the Bible is up for interpretation?
Exactly, exactly. And that's the kind of lovely thing with jokes. It's just you play with logic.
Yes. True that. Does it get you in trouble?
It has got me in trouble. I was almost arrested in Malawi because I did a joke about the government, and the censorship board
Have you
contacted
learned
me.
nothing?
I've learned now. So now I'm clever. So now I make fun of the people who used to be in power, right?
Okay.
So I'm more likely to make fun of your past president than current. This is what I should have known years ago. You make fun of the past, they
Not the
can't come
present.
get you.
All right. We're going to leave you with that one. Good. Obviously, par on dit, il y a un workshop qui est fait avec ben zen, mais aussi ben dit un petit peu plus aisé. Qui peut-être ou envie achieve à travers ça ben workshop. On peut dire pas à travers son comédie. On fera son show à l'autre niveau, nous va causer un petit peu plus tard là. Mais en termes ça ben workshop, qui vous peut achieve avec ça ben workshop. On a un qui dans ben la classe de les passer et encore still dans ben la classe pour ben élèves. Qui vous perspective aux bonnes élèves gagner à travers ça ben la classe?
Well, ou regarde Sylvie, là, regarde mon santé, dans santé ben, et
Oui.
dans santé car solo.
Oui.
Tout qu'on a nous petit groupe théâtre puis aller, mais c'est pas ça mais on a beaucoup stand-up comédiens puis performer.
Okay.
Et ça y a façon pour nous dire on nous équipe nous bonne zen avec nous bonne génération qui peut venir avec sa training. So, qu'est-ce que nous peut faire? Nous peut donner la base pour stand-up comédie.
Okay.
Bon qui est établi, qui nous peut joindre plus tard, joindre déjà on a sa foi d'argent. Nous peut donner ça plus d'équipement pareil, Daliso dit ça editing, ça
Oui.
polishing qui m'a pour aller pour c'est étoile du stand-up comédie de Cécile.
Ça veut dire respecter un show, un spectacle stand-up comedy, puis stand-up comedy le côté cécillois.
Ouais, nous avons un petit gig, pareil, nous avons un bar de temps en temps, puis un vide, un musicien peut venir chanter.
Oui.
Why not te dire après ça, pendant un stand-up comedy
Yeah.
show, ça dit, on peut venir présenter. So, nous peut essayer d'ouvrir une nouvelle plateforme pour
Un nouveau
dire,
concept, par
oui,
exemple.
un nouveau concept, un nouveau sort of entertainment pour Cécile.
Oui.
Il déjà un an, nous qui very good comédien, mais c'est moi, nous besoin juste guide autres bien qui moyen pour aller au salarié.
Raffine, les petits
Oui,
guilles, pareil, nous
oui,
dit.
oui.
Daliso, your trip in Seychelles has been really exciting. I've seen pictures of you.
Yes.
Of course, we've been paparazzi. We've been stealing some of your pictures from social media. We've seen how you've been having fun picnics. You've gone on the boat. You've been around town. Where are some of the special places you've been
Oh,
to?
we went to the first island settled. I forget its name.
Setan?
Yeah, we went
Okay.
there. That was amazing. Also, I didn't realize how long people party here, right? So when we were going, I was like, oh, we're going to be there for 3-4 hours, something like that. No, 7 hours later, they're still singing and dancing. And I was like, okay, people party
need to
here.
go.
They party like it's a job, okay? So that was amazing. We went to the mucha dancing as well,
Okay.
which was absolutely amazing. And, oh, it was...
Did you try the mucha?
I did. I
Have
got
you
down.
got rhythm?
I got down. I got rhythm. I got
You
rhythm.
got swag, you got rhythm, very good. Well done. So in terms of Seychelles itself,
Yes.
getting off the plane, was it morning or night?
It was morning.
Early morning?
Uh,
In the afternoon.
yes, afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon. So you got to see the beauty.
Got
of
to
the
see the
country.
beauty as we came in.
I mean,
It
I
was
could be a
wonderful.
little bit biased, but you know.
Of
on
course.
On your side, how are you finding Seychelles?
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely
You're
stunning.
not just saying that because
No,
David's
I
paying you and he's
honestly,
like your boss.
I'm honestly telling people I don't understand why people from Seychelles go on holiday. In that, why would you leave to go somewhere less beautiful, like just to remind yourself that it's beautiful here?
I've got somebody who says, "Ha!" Well, she's literally screaming, "Selva!" More swear, because it's Selva. Tell Daliso Deborah is his biggest fan in the world. Thank you, Chad, Kurt, and team for making my dream of meeting Daliso come true. See Deborah, mon big star. She's a big fan.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Deborah.
Thank you. Merci pour ça, Deborah. So, in terms of being an artist, of course, as you said, through the years, you've gathered experience. You've got to meet some interesting people that you probably never thought you would.
This is amazing. Like I've met on the entertainment side, I've met like people like Chris Rock.
Are you gonna show
I've
off?
met
God,
all
I'm
these
gonna
amazing
show off right now.
entertainers.
Yes.
But I've also met like politicians and stuff. Like I met the president of Malawi last year.
Oh.
Which was very odd because I made fun of him the day before I met him. But it was really great
He was
because
all right with you.
I made fun of his nepotism and also really harsh criticism in joke. But he said, hey, it's part of the job, and he congratulated me. I was glad he had such a healthy way of responding to being mocked, because I thought I might be going into it might be a one-way
Black
trip.
But in terms of, as I said, you've performed
Yes.
in so many places.
So
right
many
now.
countries, so many places.
Let's go to where it all started.
Yes.
Britain's Got Talent.
So Britain's Got Talent.
Can we say that's officially where
That
your life
took me to the next
changed?
level, because I'd been a comedian for around 10 years. But
Yeah.
I was doing little rooms, 20 people, 50 people. Now
Right.
I'm doing 1,000 people. So it
Okay.
was like, it broke my life open. Now I was a voice on a cartoon.
Yeah.
All these wonderful opportunities came out of that.
Which cartoon?
Oh, it's called Garbage Boy and Trash Can on Cartoon Network. And I was the villain.
Okay, all right. So what
The
is,
little ones watching will be like, oh, yes.
that makes so much sense now. So what are we expecting from you in the near future?
So
Any big plans?
Yes, big plans. I've got a Netflix thing which will probably be coming out in the next 6 months.
Okay.
I've written a book.
Will
I'm always
Seychelles feature in that Netflix thing? No.
no, because of time. Like,
Okay.
but like, it's already in the can.
already
but future
recorded.
things like
Okay.
one thing I want to do, which Seychelles probably want to do. I almost don't want to say it. Someone will steal my idea. I want to do a show where I do every country in Africa in 1 year.
Yeah.
And we film as we go. So it's half documentary,
nice.
half comedy show.
Lovely.
If you see another comedian doing it, it's because
I say,
they
he-
watched
he-
it.
he said it
they,
first.
they watched it here, and Kurt,
coaching his
tomorrow
ideas.
I'll find Kurt is like, okay, I'm going across Africa, and I'm doing a show in every country.
All right. So tonight is going to be fun. Tonight's the premiere, obviously, of the show.
Yes.
Surely you've got a lot of Seychelles fans that follow you on social media.
As I said, it's
Yes.
all subjects. I talk about love, family, and it's the perfect thing to bring your wife to or your mistress. Like
Well, you can bring both, actually.
you bring both, but sit them very separately.
Yeah.
And go sit there for half the show, and then at the break, go sit at the other one.
But would you indicate when to switch from the sugar mama to the...
Yes, I
You
would.
give me indication.
I'll give an indication.
All right, so we're going to be safe with that one. Mesdames et messieurs, pas mon kidzi, kidzi. I'm going to do a disclaimer right now. I don't know. Sai piment. Piment, l'opinion Daliso. pas pour SBC et pas ni pour Sylvie et pas ni pour Kurt. Oui, I got you covered, Kurt. Kurt, qui nous peut expecter Daliso, obviously, il pas mi ben premier ou sinon, à comment on a dit, on peut demander, est-ce qu'il peut encore beaucoup, ben les autres qui peuvent imaginer, ou ça est premier. Comment a été ça l'expérience organisée, etc. On est tantôt, on prenait un petit état quand on prenait soupi, pareil, on nous dit, mais est-ce que peut-être ça challenge les mêmes leaders organisés, etc., faire ça du monde descendre, est-ce qu'il peut-être pour un an? Et l'autre encore qui peut venir dans les fitis?
Sylvie, juste pour répondre à cette question, hier soir, je fais que je suis en de shower pour 10 h du soir. Non, mais je donne exactement, je m'imagine ça et je dis... Mon imagine là,
It's on national television and he's talking about you getting creative ideas in the shower.
Par exemple, imagine nous là, moi dis, this is one of my biggest challenge. Moi organise quantité activité. Moi-même organise un Christmas showcase pour the office of the president.
Okay.
This was the biggest one qui m'a fait sa challenge à cause il pas juste moi. Il y a team, il y a partnership, il y a sponsorship, tout ça là nous jouons ensemble et on peut manager tout ça là. Il y a la tâche énorme, mais c'est moi Daliso nous fait la vie facile. Comme on dit, mon qui coopère, suivre schedule, the English schedule, c'est vraiment pour sa schedule and a schedule tight. Et Daliso make it super easy. Si tout c'est nous suivre nos schedule comme ça.
Super easy, but I complain because usually I'll go to a place and there'll be 1 or 2 things a day.
All right.
He has me meeting 5 people, shaking hands with Minister of Tourism, then 3 interviews. You overdo it, but it's because you're passionate.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. Et nous faisons tout. Et nous avons dit, qui nous expectait tantôt, beaucoup de gens se demandent si c'est Daliso qui peut performer.
Okay.
Non, il n'est pas Daliso. Daliso est le main act.
Oui.
Okay? The opening act, il va gagner une compétition World Theatre Day.
Oui.
Après, il pouvoir comique local avec un nouveau sketch, puis faire stand-up comedy as well, en créole tout.
Oui.
So, ça pour 2 heures de temps. Après, il y a un intervalle, quand tu as un petit drink refreshment.
Oui.
Les autres viennent à 6 heures. The main act.
Ça veut dire en totalité combien est
3 heures.
3 heures.
Oui.
And I'm the 3rd hour.
And you're in the 3rd hour.
Yeah.
Mais nous retournons un petit peu sa première étape quand on dit il y en a différents comédiens qui vont participer là-dedans, qui vont venir pour venir donner un petit peu. Qui m'a c'est pas maman il disait practice.
Yes.
Kind of un nouveau concept pour eux autres.
Yes.
À côté d'un oiseau de théâtre.
Yes.
Mais par contre sans qui là. Ça va stand-up comedy. Comment est maman in voile? Et est-ce qu'il y en a certains pareil où tu dis tu as sa compétition avec SNYC? Est-ce qu'il pourra ça maman aussi tout là-dedans?
Yes, je aussi exactement. Je qui peut opening act, maman qui passe dans sa compétition au World Theatre Day avec SNYC ensemble avec NSCC ensemble avec Creative Sessions qui nous organisé ça bout. Je pour là. So je pas connaître quel premier quel deuxième by the way.
Ah bon, mais comment est-ce pour connaître?
Tantôt que je pour connaître.
Mais ça kind of put them on the spot.
Yeah, tantôt pour connaître. Nous peut dire perform, don't think about who's first, who's second. Just do your best performance. So ça même nous put the best out of them tantôt. Et tantôt tout, dis-moi pour connaître lequel premier, lequel deuxième.
Ah, ça veut est-ce qu'ils ont pas connaître autre aussi?
Pas connaître aussi.
Ça veut dire tantôt qu'ils ont pu donner ça prix.
Yes.
Intéressant. Yeah. So how do you what are some of the things you feel? What are some of the emotion that goes through you before you go on stage?
It's total excitement.
Okay.
It's absolutely. I don't get nervous. I just get excitement. Like I can't wait to go on. I actually, and then all I do backstage is I've got all my notes, all the things I'm going to be talking about, and I'm just looking at them, and I can't wait to get it out.
Have you ever had stage fright?
No, not really. I think we learn stage fright because, like, you know, I did a workshop yesterday with 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. No stage fright.
Yeah.
They're running around, they're saying whatever. In the same group, there are a few 14, 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're suddenly shy. They worry what people think.
Yeah.
And so I think we learn it when we're around 13, 14, when we're trying to be
Puberty.
cool. Puberty.
Yes.
Right? I never learned it. So I still have that. I want to be the center of attention. It's the opposite of stage fright. I just can't wait for it to be about me. In fact, when it's the beginning of the show where it's comic local and the other comedians, I'm going to be like, when is it me? Why is it about these
Get it
people?
over with. And how's been the food?
The food's
Somebody
been
asked you, have
wonderful.
you tried some of the local delicacies?
Yes, we had Creole food. I don't know what that place, the restaurant was, but it was absolutely amazing.
Okay.
The desserts were a big hit too. We had the banana fritters.
You want to tell them what you're allergic to?
Oh, I'm allergic to fish. I'm allergic to fish. But But there's lots of things to eat that aren't fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Just think, at least I'm not vegan.
All fish?
No, some fish, but you avoid it all because you can't be like, get this kind. Because I reacted when I was young and nearly died. So now I just avoid it all.
Maybe you're like river fish. We've got like the good stuff.
But I'm not gambling unless I'm eating with a doctor right next to me, ready.
I'm sure there's somebody around that would help you. We could probably get you the fish right there at the ER, and then the minute you're done.
No, but I was able to eat fish in Malawi, then I moved to Kenya and I reacted. So there was something. But now I just avoid it.
Yeah.
So home is telling you it's time to come back. Would you ever consider going back home?
No, I go back. I do shows every year.
Yes.
I see my family every year.
Yeah.
But look, the end of the day, we've got to make a living.
Yes.
Right? And Malawi, I can do one show a month, and it has to be on payday.
Okay.
Like literally, Malawi is a country which is struggling, so I can do a big show there, but it's different. I make my living in England, and in Malawi, I get like 5,000 people come to watch me.
Okay.
But I make more by 500 people in the UK watching me. So eventually,
Will you retire maybe there?
Yes, we're building like a
Okay.
theater in Malawi, and so their plans. Their plans for Malawi.
Okay. Good retirement plans.
Yes, but for now I'm.
You're still going around.
Yes.
All right. Now, in terms of, let's go back to that night. Britain's Got Talent.
Yes.
You were one of the lucky few that got a golden buzzer.
Yes.
How did that feel?
I didn't see it coming
Did
at
you?
all. I did not see it coming because the way I had watched Britain's Got Talent over the years, the people who got it is like a 5-year-old who can do acrobatics or something beyond description. Well, I'm just a comedian.
Okay.
And so when I got it, I could not believe what was going on. I couldn't sleep that night. I literally was just so full of energy and adrenaline. I didn't know what was going on. And then the day it aired was even more insane. Because the next morning I walked out of my hotel and everybody was responding. Little children were coming and getting pictures. And it was just like
Your life changed overnight.
one day, one night.
Do you cope? How do you cope with that change? Because a lot of celebrities, they find it difficult to cope with the changes. People walking up to them, taking pictures, the schedule, the work.
I was 36 when I got my break.
Okay.
So truth is, it was a very healthy time for it to happen.
Okay.
Right? You can't be tempted by all the evil things.
You've seen and
you've already yourself.
Okay.
And then also hate from racists and stuff in your inbox doesn't bother you when you're now an adult. I just laughed.
Okay.
But if I was 20 and
Do
I
you
got
use
my
them
break,
as your? Do you use them sometimes in your?
Oh, I do. You will see. I make a lot of fun of them.
Okay.
I enjoy making fun of stupidity and hate and stuff like that. But I'm saying, like, I was old enough to take these things on board and not be bothered. They had, you know, when you do these shows, they have psychiatrists who make sure you're okay because it's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And then after talking to me for 10 minutes, they're like, you don't need us. And they just left me. It was fine. So,
You're good.
you're good.
Okay. All right. So changes in life, and of course, as we said, many opportunities coming with them. Did you have perhaps a chance after the Golden Buzzer, when the show was over, to have a talk with the judges? And
Yes, yes. So I stay in touch with...
because surely you had questions about that.
Yes, so I stay in touch with Amanda, who's the one who gave me the Golden Buzzers.
Okay.
The other one, I just see them at events.
Okay.
And then we'll chat briefly, but I'm not like friends with them. But
Yes.
all of them have been very supportive. When there were floods in Malawi, and I did a fundraiser, I got an anonymous, huge check donation, which I know was from Britain's Got Talent. So they're always supportive with you because you're part of the family.
Yeah. Have you ever gone back?
I go back and like I was just back this year when they did the premiere.
Okay.
And I did a thing reacting to it. So you're always part of the family and you'll do red carpet things with them and stuff.
And when you look back at your presentation back then, the content of what you were showcasing back then compared to now, do you criticize yourself sometimes?
No!
Do you say I could have done better? Or?
I'm the opposite. I love it to the point that if I'm having a bad day
Okay.
and I need to cheer myself up,
Are you going to watch yourself?
I just watch myself.
Oh, no.
I just watch myself and say, look at that guy, look at that guy, look at
vanity
him go,
right there.
look at him go, look at him. Oh, his life just changed. Look at that, look at that.
That's motivation right
You know,
there,
it's
isn't
been
it?
watched 100 million times.
Yes.
At least 100,000 is me.
Motivation right there. Tout, il y en a peu derrière, franchement, pour dire.
Oui.
VIP, il
Le
reste
petit
forcé.
ticket normal, ça,
Oui,
hein?
ticket normal, oui,
Oui.
sorry. Ticket normal, il reste fort derrière, nous pouvons regarder.
Oui.
Il reste encore un petit peu. So, online pour faire, mais à partir de 6 heures.
Ok.
So, si vous pas encore gagner, vous êtes capable de nous boire la porte pour nous boire la porte.
Oui.
Ok, ça qui reste pour pouvoir nous boire la porte. VIP, il faut dire que online pour acheter. VIP 1500, il reste forcé 6 à 4 tickets comme ça. Dernière fois, on regarde. So, il y en a available. Et on peut dire avec ce celle-là, on nous descend à cause de ça ou pas payer encore ça. So, il premier pour ce celle, on nous fait les vins SXC, on nous fait les, comme ce que j'ai fait, un peu fracas, on nous montre la case de celle-là, et ce celle-là, il besoin réaliser pour dire, ça chaud, il première fois,
Oui.
il pas bonne chose la musique, qu'on nous a juste répéter, il pour finir dans même.
OK.
Yeah.
Et c'est pas de mademoiselle, nous présentons avec un petit vidéo qui nous gagnait aujourd'hui pour juste montrer les autres un petit peu sa parcours par nous dit qui Daliso in fait. Si vous ne pas trompé, la voilà, un petit dansé. Et regardez.
I thought you were going to play my jokes.
Nope.
I promise there will be no dancing in the show.
Nope.
You're just chased. We just lost 200 tickets just by you playing that clip.
No, I think they would like to see more of that.
That was unintentional comedy, right?
Okay.
There will be intentional comedy in the show.
That was unintentional comedy, and tonight, il vous donne nous une intentional comedy, mesdames et messieurs. Daliso live ici, c'est vous capable de descendre à partir de tantôt. Et pareil que tu dis, vous capable d'acheter au ticket, SEYCHELLES, 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 vous capable d'acheter au ticket. Ticket VIP, ticket normal, il y en a, sont capables de mettre dans la collection et la famille. Et un bon moyen pour passer un moment avec la famille. Is it safe for the children to come?
It is safe for like 12 older, like slightly older.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
PG-13.
That'll be the safest.
That would be the safest. For the rest, Tassion.
Tassion.
Yes.
OK. All right. Tassion.
Tassion, yeah.
Ou pareil pour tantôt?
Yeah, en effet, on peut dire avec Banji Moon, c'est que mon téléphone pété hier.
OK.
À cause de mon besoin concentré,
Oui.
nous finissons de déléguer tout bon duties et qui sont pour les avec.
OK.
So, s'il vous plaît, on nous descend et juste pour élaborer quelque chose, beaucoup de gens peuvent demander nous à cause de ça date, à cause de beaucoup de spectacles avant nous,
Oui.
nous pas capables de changer.
OK.
So, bon, vient après nous pas capable faire rien. Si tu 100% local, 100% tu peux changer, mais ça y est international avec local, nous besoin garder nos dates.
Ah, voilà, mesdames et messieurs, we got Samia says, good morning, Daliso and Kurt, and yourself, Sylvie. Kurt, moi, les remercier pour sa bonne travail que vous faites avec sa bonne zen dans CPA, and looking forward for tonight to see Daliso and Samia et son team. So, mesdames et messieurs, voilà, rendez-vous. Côté ICCS, ICCS tantôt et demain aussi tout.
Répétez.
Ticket, combien, Kurt?
Ticket online 400 OP. Si vous
Oui.
reach out avec nous 350.
Oui.
Si nous pouvons faire un family pack, nous faisons les 300 par personne.
300 par personne pour un family pack. Et voilà, quand Superstar Online, il 400 et Superstar de la main, par nous dit, il 350 avec un bon membre. Mais que tu dis, à partir de tantôt, c'est que son téléphone est off, so pas besoin de fatigue, pas besoin de coller, pas besoin de faire gros. Daliso, on this note, it was an absolute pleasure meeting
It
you.
was a delight. Are you going to be in the show?
I'm going to be there tonight, yes.
Well, I will see you later today.
I will definitely see you later. All the best for tonight.
Thank you.
I won't say break a leg, because, you know.
That's actors. Comedians, you just say good luck.
Good luck.
Yes.
Well, good luck. All right. And have fun.
Thank you.
Enjoy. And I hope you don't get deported from Seychelles.
For sure.
It's not like you've never been before. you know.
Exactly.
It's part of the job. All right. On this note, have a wonderful time in Seychelles. Would you be staying after the show? Would you be staying a few days after the show? Or are you going straight
No,
after?
I go on Sunday. I go on Sunday.
Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
Well, you still got time to party.
But got time to party.
You don't be surprised if they wake you up at 6 o'clock in the morning and tell you we're going to the beach.
Perfect.
And we're going to, have a party. Maybe I'll tag along. So we're going to invite. I'll come with my sandwiches. On this note, thank you for coming this morning.
Thank you very
Absolute pleasure. All the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
Whatever that is, wherever it takes you, I know you're going to be a golden buzzer shining through.
Fantastic. Thank
Lovely.
you so much.
Good.
Yeah.
Maman Lako,
Merci
pour
beaucoup.
venir
Yeah,
aujourd'hui.
merci.
Comme
Yeah,
Maman a dit,
merci.
thank you for coming, thank you for going.
Yeah.
It's bien nice avec vous aujourd'hui bon matin.
Yeah.
All the best écoute team, on est un team vraiment solide et calibre avec vous pour ça un show tantôt. Et oui, on a un petit quelque chose pour dire.
Non, nous pouvons juste dire avec Jimoun, nous pouvons dans un toilet break, mais just in case quelque chose est vraiment mal, on met un diapers avec ce wipes tout ça faire.
Et moi pas capable avec ça,
Yeah,
ça
surtout.
situation.
Yeah.
Did you understand what he
Yes,
said?
I did. And he's right. He's right.
He's right, okay. Si vous
Some
pas
people don't want to stand up.
Yes, si vous pas envie de lever, s'il vous plaît, fini du coup, besoin d'un accessoire, besoin d'emmener. Ou sinon, mettez depuis de la cour pour faire festival.
Faire ses affaires,
On
ouais.
décide, mesdames et messieurs, ça c'était une Topik conversation pour aujourd'hui bon matin.